It's a trip, and you know, walking in, and I'm thinking, how is it possible that our paths didn't cross
I know, it's
all
weird.
those years? I mean, it's conceivable we were in the same venue or the same building or at the same party or at least
Probably.
something.
I kind of avoided parties. I avoid basically everything. I avoided parties. I avoided premieres. Anything where there was a red carpet. Like even if I was in a movie, I wouldn't go on the red carpet. I'd go in through the back door.
Seriously?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Wow.
I don't like all that fucking look over here, look over here. That is just too fake for me. It just, whatever allergy I have to that flares, and I'm like, I'm going in through the back door. Fuck this.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you.
I don't like it.
I don't blame you. They stopped showing me where the back door was because I support a similar entrance thing.
It's just too weird.
But it's look over here, look over here. It's that thing. Something happens in that moment.
Yeah.
And I think it's like it brings you as close to possibly sterilization as you can get without surgery.
I think it's bad for you.
Yeah.
I think it's legit. I think it's like radiation.
Yeah.
Like you could take a little bit of it, but you don't want to be working the X-ray machine your whole life.
No. And then there's always that one lady who keeps calling you back to her.
Right. Charlie.
Right. Far left.
Yeah.
And you've looked at her like 7 times already.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm out there thinking, if it took me this many takes to get a scene right, nobody would ever hire me.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get past the first day.
Well, they want to get 1 million pictures just to get that perfect one where there's a little bit of side eye to you, just a little something.
Right.
Little purse of the lips, a little something.
The one that kind of like
the
you're
one.
responding to something.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. But then they choose. Which one do they always choose? The one that's absolute dog shit.
Yeah, the one with your mouth open.
Exactly.
Or your eyes closed.
Yeah.
What I really don't like is the people who like it. Not that I don't like them, is that I don't want to ever see that in myself. And so when I'd be around them, I would just go, I got to get out of here.
Right.
It would freak me out. The trappings.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, is there, because it feels like that system's been in place for over 100 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there another way to do it?
Probably not.
No?
People like it. Photographers like it. The press likes it. It's a big thing. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of lights flashing. It seems legit.
Right.
Yeah.
I just, I can never feel relaxed when everybody's yelling.
That's
That's just
totally unnatural.
It's completely unnatural.
The only way that would be happening in real life is if like you were on trial. Like you were being paraded in front of a bunch of people. It's him. There he is. Look over here. It's odd. It's very odd.
Yeah. It's a form of a perp walk, isn't it?
A little bit of a perp walk
and
just a little bit of a mental illness exhibition.
Right.
Yeah.
I just had it for the first time, it would have been last Thursday.
The first time ever?
No, for the first time in
a long time.
in maybe over a decade, at the Netflix premiere for the doc.
Yeah.
And it was kind of cool. Like the first, 34 seconds. I was like, okay, I remember this. And then it was like, yeah, I fucking remember this. Wow. Damn. And then I'm in the sun just beating right on my floor. And it's just, I could feel myself start to sweat. Now I'm questioning the whole outfit, the underwear choice, all of it. It's just like every decision I made leading up to that was completely wrong.
Yeah.
And it's all being documented,
It's so odd. Yeah. What's really funny when you first walked into the studio, you brought up a tweet that I had sent in 2011. I think this is when you were going crazy.
Yeah.
And I think this is also when my friend Russell Peters was doing those tours with you.
Oh, that's right.
It said, I need to get Charlie Sheen on my podcast. I know it's a long shot, but a boy could dream. If anybody knows him, help me hook it up.
Wow.
Well, here we are, 14 years later.
It takes what it takes, right?
Yeah. It's funny because back then, I had no guests. I think I had Anthony Bourdain was the only real guest that I had had.
Seriously?
By the time. Yeah, he was 2011. 11 as well.
And how many shows had you done by then?
Not that many by then. I don't know.
So were you just doing solo shows, just like covering topics?
I would
and
do it
talking to
mostly with
camera?
my friends, mostly with other
okay.
comics.
Okay.
We would just sit and talk shit, and then eventually.
At like your house? Or?
Yeah, it was at my
okay.
house back then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
then,
it looked nothing like this.
No. It slowly had to get out. It's like I had too many weirdos that I had to bring by my house, and I have young kids at the time. They were really young. I was like, this is just too strange. Bring these weirdos by my house, and it was just too odd. I was like, maybe some people shouldn't know exactly where I sleep.
Right. Yeah. And it's interesting because driving here, I was buried in my phone just, for the right reasons. So I have no idea where we are.
Good.
So it was kind of like the version of being blindfolded or with a sack over my head,
Yeah, that's probably how we should do it.
Can you imagine then, like, I'm the guy they're blaming for introducing this?
Just put everybody in a blindfold and put them in the back of an SUV and drive them to an undisclosed location.
And make the guy drive a few circles around in like some neighborhood right over there. Yeah.
Yeah. But we did it. We're here. Those things that you did with Russell Peters were so fascinating. The whole thing was so fascinating. I watched the Netflix thing. I watched the first episode, and the whole experience of watching the guy from Platoon, the guy that everybody knows is like this gigantic, super cool movie star, hot shots, all these different things, to watch you just not just go off the rails with drugs, but like be super open about it. You were like the first guy super open about it, and everybody just embraced it. Instead of it being like, oh, Charlie Sheen's doing drugs, that's so sad. It was like, we love him.
Keep going.
It was kind of crazy. All the Tiger Blood stuff and winning. Everybody was saying winning all the time. And what was that like for you? Was it the worst kind of reinforcement? Or did it let you, like, were you surprised by it?
That's a great way to describe it. It is, the worst kind of reinforcement. Yeah, it was like unintentionally or otherwise celebrating a guy's demise.
Right.
And I guess the train wreck was so spectacular or was such a spectacle that they couldn't turn away. But they were also being invited in to follow it down the tracks.
Yeah.
And somebody asked me about it, and I don't know if I was the conductor, if I was riding the caboose, or both simultaneously. It was a trip because thinking back on it, it's some of it just kind of exists in just Polaroid snapshots that kind of drift past through the mist. Mm-hmm. Other moments are in high def, but kind of seen through a tunnel vision. Like there was an energy I tapped into that felt like I was playing a role, but I couldn't figure out what the plot was, who my co-stars were, where somebody show up with like a page one rewrite.
Right.
That's what we fucking need,
Yeah.
And it got away from me. And had it not been encouraged, I think it could have been curtailed. It could have been shut down a lot sooner.
Right, but you become kind of captured to the image.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there was something and just recently, something I stumbled onto. I was in some way, I was being a bully. It had a bullying kind of energy about it, and I've never been that guy.
How so? Like bullying?
The way I was attacking people and the way I was challenging people. I was like a tough guy on the block and had all these soldiers. I had this whole cadre behind me, and it was like, inviting people into the ring. I've never been in the ring. What are we doing,
You're on coke. That's what it is. It's total cocaine behavior.
Among other things. Yeah, and I think there was a whole testosterone component as well that was just out of control, because there's what do they recommend, like a quarter-sized dollop and like every other day. And no, I there's a line in the book where I say I was slathering that shit on like a fucking Pond's commercial.
Oh, so you were using the cream?
Yeah, which is hard to measure.
It's not just hard to measure; it gets on other people.
Oh.
I read this story about this guy who is on TRT cream, and his child